Park legend, and I know we got some good memories of Todd Williams. So tell me some of the things you remember about Todd.
Things I remember about Todd has always been a humble young man. Ever since I've been knowing him, never was one to get in any trouble, anything like that. Didn't have to get on him about his actions coming into the gym or outside of the gym. You know, it was a mannerable, humble young man, and I give all that credit to his parents that raised him. Yeah.
So, have you played in the tournament before, or you just?
A lot of times with the tournament, with these young guys over here now, I try to let them get their shine on. So I don't want to really get out there and show them up. I'm getting a little older in age right now.
No.
So I step back a little bit. You know, I just oversee everything and make sure everything's running smoothly. Yes. Yes.
I appreciate everything you do for Caughman Road Park.
I appreciate
like
that.
you were in touch. Just here at the park, like there was a lot of trouble we didn't get into because we were able to come here and we had positive role models like you and Doug and everybody, everybody that was here at the gym. Like this was really like a safe place for Todd and everybody that came up at Caughman Road Park. Just a fond memory.
Well, all of my interactions with him, it's always been on a serious note where we just talking about things as far as life and doing the right thing.
Right.
And really, I mean, it just having a young man like that and talking to him all the time, it just makes me want to get out, and that's why I do what I do. You can't save everybody, but if you deal with one and one is on the straight and narrow and is doing the right thing out there, I mean, that's all you need. And and that was him, to the utmost.
Yeah, this year, the tournament is better every year, you know what I mean? Like keeps on growing and everything.
Yeah.
Like, so this year it's a little bit more special and a little bit somber because Rolando just passed away. And they weren't just teammates, like they were friends, you know what I mean? Like they were
brothers.
T-Dub and the Road Show.
Yeah, T-Dub and the Road Show. I mean, in interacting with Rolando, Rolando always had that big smile on his face. I'm gonna miss him. I'm definitely gonna miss him, and everybody around here who's coming to Caughman Road Park, everybody's gonna miss him. So when it comes to memories, we just can't pinpoint one. There's so many. Dealing with him, seeing him come up, from a young, whippersnapper, then growing up to be 6'9", 6'10", and dominating the basketball courts everywhere, just fills your heart up.
Well, let's be honest, he was never short.
Never short. And his son right now is a giant. His son is a giant right now. So I'm expecting big things out of him also. I hope he sees us one day. I'm expecting big things out of young man.
Last question. What does this tournament, as far as having this here at Caughman Road Park, means to you?
To me, having this tournament here, I always say Caughman Road Park is the mecca of basketball. I can go around to any park in Richland County or even in South Carolina, and you'll never see or feel that vibe and that spirit of like when you come into this park right here. I mean, there's been many legends come through here, and I can't even say I'm a legend. I just played hard and I tried to do what I need to do on the court. But there's been some guys that I've seen and I've got utmost respect for that came before me, and I see the younger generation coming up now. They're doing the same thing. We got 31 state championships up in there, and we're gonna add many more as the years go on. So I mean, hey, we're gonna put Mecca, Caughman Road Mecca up here one day. I'm doing a petition to have that change, Caughman Road Mecca, up on the front up there. All right.
Appreciate that.
Anytime.
So,
Anytime.
Doug,
I'm listening.
how you doing?
Fine.
For the people who, let's say they've never heard of Caughman Road Park, but for somebody who hadn't heard of Caughman Road Park, like give them the rundown real quick. Caughman Road Park.
It's like a village. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm old school, so we like a village. So in other words, once you get in that village, we don't let you out. Family. That's it. That's what we talk about. We're family over here. I mean, that's love for girls, boys, white, black, Puerto Rican, Mexican, green, orange. It don't make no difference. We don't miss out on nobody. We don't turn our shoulders. We don't turn our back. We want open arms. Because believe it or not, the young ones are our future and everything. So we want to get them in. We want to try to bring them up the right way. And respect one another. Have fun. Laugh. So that's Caughman Road. It's a love for one another. I mean, that's it. I mean, I done seen you as an example. Only little fella. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Little fella. Up to now. Young man doing good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we want you to do. We want you to go to school. And you don't have to go out and play NBA, an amateur football league. We want you to go out and to get a free education. That's something that they can't take away from you. Now these stuff right here, when you get them, they wear out. But that knowledge, they can't take that away from you. So that's our main thing over here. Respect one another, help one another. Don't be that crab in the bucket syndrome. We want to come up together and enjoy one another.
All right, so that's Caughman Road.
That's Caughman Road.
Now, for people who don't know about basketball at Caughman Road,
oh my God,
give them the rundown. Basketball at Caughman Road.
In other words, basketball, we are so educated over here in basketball, the knowledge. I mean, from the little ones to the big ones, all the way up. And then the thing about it is, now we have the ones who done played, then went off and played college ball, and them went off and now they got kids and they coming in and they coaching and stuff like that. So, basketball over here, man. If you ain't got basketball knowledge, Caughman Road is where it started. Right here. It's the heart, period. I don't care, nowhere in the state of South Carolina does it better than Caughman Road, period. Hands down. We put our kids all over the schools. From AC Florida, Drill, Spring Valley, Columbia High. I mean, we put them out. We get kids in here and they love it. And that's the thing about it is, we got that tight knit for girls and boys, and we get them out there. We just got that knowledge over here. And that's something you can't take. I always tell you this, son. You can't take that away from you. He's in, we're out. You can't take that knowledge from us, and we got it, and we love it.
So now we're here, we're celebrating basketball, but we kind of always celebrate basketball at Caughman Road Park. Like we don't need an excuse to celebrate basketball, but more than that, we're celebrating the life and the legacy of Todd Williams, who was definitely, just a mainstay, here. Somebody you could just, if it was Saturday, you knew you were gonna see Todd here. Plenty of other people, you know what I mean? But just so to speak on Todd Williams a little bit.
See, a lot of people didn't know. I know Todd ever since he used to go to Lockety Academy. When my wife worked there and everything like that.
Come on, Miss Althea.
So see what I'm saying? Marcus know about that. Lockety Academy.
Woo. So
in other words, when I used to walk in there, this little kid, let's see the little kid, a year tall. Well, this is tall and everybody else is tall. Right. Used to come up to me, I used to all the time come on the ball and stuff like that. When I saw this young man just grew into his own. Man, thing about it is, I saw this young man grew up. Then all of a sudden, here we are. We working at Cisco together and everything. So, I mean, I have been involved in his life from the time he was a small kid into, his project from us and everything like that. But the thing about it is, that's something that he had the biggest heart in the world. Anything that you need, and he had it, and if he didn't get it, I mean, that always he's in that village. Always be in that village. You know that, and I can't say no more. I mean, he did so much when he was here and everything like that. And he's still with us. You know that. That's one reason why we got this tournament still going on for him. Because believe it or not, if he wasn't here, if he was here with us, he'd be right in there playing right now, him and Rose.
Which is the amazing thing, because like when the games start to get good and the spirits are high, like in the gym and everything, like you'll forget that Todd isn't physically with us anymore, and you'll be expecting him to walk right through.
That's right. Come on, come on in and play.
And and now, I was telling the gentleman earlier, just with like, you know, with Mama just passing, like it's somber, but it's like now it's in both of their honor now, you know.
The Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers. And believe it or not, you know, that's something, man. You know, here it is off of that. They won state championship. They won the 9 and 10-year-old boy, but then they went on and won the state championship together and everything like that. And you know, just to lose both of them out of that class of what was 99, you know, that's you know. But you know, we don't ask no questions because the good master got better things for both of them to do. And everything like that. And that's the most important thing, you know. But I tell you, basketball, we got it. I mean, that community thing, though, that's the most important thing. Until we put our hands on all our kids and pull them in, that's why we're losing so many of them. That's right. We got to learn that. Keep them in that village.
And you're absolutely correct, man. It's definitely a village. And I was just, there's so much trouble that we didn't get into because we had Caughman Road Park to come to. And not just the park to come to, but we had role models, we had people to look after us, to keep us straight. Because, you know, of course, you know, as soon as you get out of your parents' like you're ready to cut loose, you know what I mean?
That's right.
But you couldn't cut too loose.
That's right.
Because
It's
you
a
mess around.
thing. That's right.
You mess around and get kicked out of the gym, you can't come back for a week.
Bring your mom and dad until they come.
Oh, no.
Come back with them. That's right. And then let's see what's going on.
Right.
So you know that's that love thing. See, that's that village thing. So in other words, then once you get dropped off for him, you say, and then plus you in my hand. So in other words, now I'm gonna treat you just like I treat one of my kids. Now 2 things you can do. Either you can leave them with me, or you can load them up and take them home with you. It's simple. But believe it or not, I'm not old school, and believe it or not, I love it. I like to see kids do good and just keep going, keep growing and everything like that, because we missing out on a whole lot of stuff. We don't want to sell ourselves short. Let's not do that. Let's get as much as we can. Because believe it or not, it's out there. We just got to learn how to just use this right here and go get it. It's right there, right in front of us. So don't sell yourself short. So,
what does this tournament mean for Caughman Road Park? You know, on that top.
what does it mean?
Yeah. What does it mean for you?
Man, you know, it's. I have seen so many young men that they came up through here. And you know, just to see it's like almost like a million-man march when we get together, because you know it's so much of we don't see one another, but every time, you know, it's just like it's a great outing, because believe it or not, all of us done play ball some kind of way or another. And the thing about it is, it's just that love, just to see a bunch of young black men get together and enjoy one another, the laughter, the smiles. Now, we eat too, don't get that wrong, but we get our eating in. But it's just that laughter, and smiles and stuff like that, you know, and joy, and seeing one another. That's it. I mean, you can't ask for no more.
I tell like anywhere I go in the state and we start talking about basketball, I have to tell them about Caughman Road Park. I just try to explain to them like just growing up, people from all over the city, you weren't really playing, or you hadn't really tested yourself as a basketball player until you came down here and ran forward. You know, there were other. I mean, no, you know, not taking away credit from any of the other parks in the area, but it wasn't all about loading up and going to any other park but Caughman Road Park. Like you had to go, you had to come, and competition. Like I remember. Because, you know, it was like the Lower Richmond, the boys team, you know, there's some teams that they didn't play because of, you know, division and everything. But to see, you know, like that starting five on a Saturday,
And just get together.
come and play like starting five in LR, you know what I mean? That's just like ridiculous entertainment, you know, just be on the sidelines and just all day. Just,
I remember I opened the door, put out the clock, drill, Low Richmond, Northeast, playing battle, AC floor, and we all get together. I mean, just hang out. And the thing about it is, no argument, just have fun. The laughter, the giggles, and everything like that, man. And that's that brotherhood. And that's what we're missing with our young black youth. We got to learn that brotherhood. Like I said, just that community. Just gather one another. And just embrace. Because we losing one another left and right. Young men.
Now, so just so the people can fully experience Tuck. Like you haven't fully experienced Tuck until he said the phrase that pays.
I don't give a mom who cares.
I'm going.